There we go.
Well done.
That's
the first.
It's the keyboard.
Brilliant. Oh, that's you in.
So you say we can do another sound check, or
Yeah, go for it. If you push that up to the top. Push it up now.
All right, this is a test. Hopefully, I'm coming through clearly.
You are good.
Right.
All good. So what we've got is a dial on the sort of sound desk that you can it's here right in front of you. I mean, if you pass me your hand, Gus, I'll give it to you. Can you feel it? They're like little bobbles there.
Yeah.
So maybe the first half are green, it goes into like an amber and then a red. So we always just try and keep it in the green. Just means that we can always make it louder then. But one of the harder things is when you record things too loud and then you can't bring it back down as much. You can, but it will just make it sound really distorted and weird. So we sort of try and keep the sound levels at that. So do you do your introduction first? You can tell that I pay attention, but maybe not.
I think John generally does the movie thing where it goes da 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 da. Then I kind of do the intro and
what movie thing? Is it the?
It's the 20th Century Fox.
Get that then.
That's the one, I think.
Perfect.
Try
with a
try.
Love it.
Try in case it's a different. It is.
That's got to be. It's got a green tick next to it. It means that John's liked it, so that's going to be the one. Okay, cool. What we'll do is I'll click record. We'll go for that, and then I'll let you know if you know the cue after the song. So after the intro went off, the song will fade out. The intro, and go for your
intro.
Yeah.
Two songs back to back.
So once two songs back to back. So once the intro's played, as it starts to fade out, then if you push up your mic, just so it times up nicely, and then go for it as usual.
Okay.
So mic down, cool, all good.
Hello, I'm Gus. I'm back for another set of movie music, and the first song in the set is a request by John, who helps me on the production end to make sure the show runs well, but he's taking a well-deserved day off today. The song is Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry, featured in Back to the Future.
That's that.
John who?
I never really say anyone's surname. I never say anyone's surname.
No, I'm joking.
Johnny Be Who, yeah.
Is it John who?
I'm a bit slow.
Right, I don't think John does.
Yeah.
It's actually very funny because you played this because of John. And the gentleman before you, Ian, played Big Bad John.
I've only seen the first Back to the Future, which might be,
Not seen 2 and 3.
No.
Is 2 better than 1? That's what I've heard. I can't remember. I've watched them for a very long time.
I think 1's still. 2's good. 3, I think you have to watch just 3.
It's out. Yeah.
But they filmed. I think it's one of the first ones where they filmed 2 and 3 back to back.
Did they? No break.
No break, but they came out like a year apart.
Yeah. They knew that they needed it. They're like, we can make money off this. They're eating this up.
But if you watch 2 at the cinema, when it finishes, it then gives you like a 2-minute upcoming. Will return in part 3, and then it's like, oh wow, they filmed it already.
They've already got it ready to go.
And then you have to wait ages for it to come.
Yeah.
They sometimes say you can return, and they never do. Like the latest James Bond movie.
Yeah.
It's like, how long did it?
That used to say the film, didn't it? Goes to say James Bond will return in,
and then up with the next name. Does anybody know the next James Bond?
Don't
don't even know.
Don't know who he is.
Any monies on any guesses? Difficult one, isn't it?
People are saying Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I mean, I personally would love.
I mean, I think he's got range, but I feel like a lot of the time he just plays very stoic, boring character.
Yeah, he was in a film called Anger Stolen from Perfect Snogging, and I was
Never seen.
He-
Is he really?
he played like the boyfriend in it, like the cool boy at school. I must have been 12 when this came out, and obviously since then we followed him because we did like him in that film. So he at the time was like a young heartthrob, right, for teenage girls. And then he got with that lady,
Well, his director.
who basically groomed him.
That's a little worrying.
I mean, he was consenting, but it's a bit concerning the age gap, isn't it?
I mean, they're still together and they've got 2 kids.
Yeah, I think they might be her kid. He's got kid.
Yeah, I think has he got more
He might
than
have
that?
another one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think he's got 2. Yeah, but they know.
It's an older one. I know that much. I mean, if they're happy, they're happy. But
Yeah.
I thought he married, what was her name? Caitlin Olsen or something? Or one of the old women.
I mean, that would be a vibe. But no.
Taylor.
Yeah. He married the director. So I can't remember the age gap now.
It's a lot. He was doing a Beatle is nowhere boy, wasn't he? Like John Lennon.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm saying 20. I would guess at 20 years.
So he was 18 and she was 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you turn that around, that would
Be
love
really
good.
inappropriate. Yeah. People would have a lot to say if it was the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other bit of, I'm not going to say on camera what the other bit is. Yeah, I'm going to say, I will leave the other one till later.
I always forget that.
On the room a little bit.
Fine, I'll just be a mystery voice.
Yeah, I need to see what accent he do. Because I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
so he should, just.
Yeah.
But it's really hard. It must be really hard when you play James Bond not to do it James Bond like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Craig didn't have the most posh accent when he did it, so,
No, he just had fun.
You're great.
Yeah.
Right, you did a right job.
It was good. It was good in layer. As in layer cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good in
That was almost.
my first introduction to him. I think he was in Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah, he had a really bad American accent. I remember that.
And Gerard Butler was as well, I feel like they were both in it.
Gus was. I've never seen it, but Gus
There was
Gus
a
was.
scene where he does some upside down pull-ups or something, where he sit ups, where he's hanging from a bar, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've not seen it, but Gus was telling me that she was doing a bad English accent and he was doing a bad American accent.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But as a child, you don't really pay attention to those things, do you?
I always remember Highlander, where you've got Christophe Lambert or
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert,
Yeah.
it was called,
Just for laugh.
trying to do an English Scottish accent, but in French, and then you've got yeah,
David Tennant's always the one that springs to mind because I feel like he naturally has the accent of both parts in him, so he could be English, Scottish, whatever he needs to be. He could be.
But that film had Sean Connery playing the Spaniard, doing basic trying to cover his Scottish accent. Yeah,
no idea what Clancy Brown's character, where he came from. Was he meant to be Scottish as well?
I don't know what it was.
Some barbarian.
Yeah, Connery can only do Scottish because he was Irish and the touch was Ali just sounds something.
They're like, oh, it'll do.
They should take the Michael Caine route. Michael Caine is always just Michael
Caine. Everything he does. Okay, we've got 20 seconds left until done.
If I ever want to do any more Queen songs, I don't think Highlander has me covered.
Yes.
And that was No Easy Way Out by Robert Tepper, featured in Rocky IV. And I've got a bit of trivia about Rocky IV. It was one one of the highest grossing sports movies for a very long time, grossing 300 million in the 80s. And Rocky, well, Sylvester Stallone has later gone on to re-edit the movie. He did this in 2020, I think, during lockdown, to make it less ridiculous. There are certain elements that are very 80s. So Uncle Paulie has a robot, and he has a romance with the robot, and he Russian generals also give Rocky a standing ovation, so they're kind of in awe of him. So he kind of essentially ended the Cold War with his fists, and yeah, he kind of edited those bits out and made the movie more grounded and focused more on the characters, and yeah, it kind of shows how he's aged, I suppose, or how he's matured. But personally, I prefer the 80s version. Up next is Singing in the Rain by Gene Kelly.
Very good.
Yeah, I've never actually watched the re-edit just because I'm just like, I don't really need a more.
I love a cheesy 80s.
Yeah, that's the
something good about the graphics and like that's always one of the things about Terminator that I loved when they get shot and it's like a jam tart tip stuck on their costume.
That's
Like,
cool.
ow,
Yeah.
and they just get metal bits
Yeah.
stuck to them. And just, I love that. It's hot of it.
I remember going to see Rocky 4 at the cinema, and I think the working out into the montage bit where Dolph Lundgren's doing all the sciencey things, and Rocky's just carrying logs in the snow.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's a juxtaposition.
it is a definite.
I think that's part of the song "No Easy Way Out." It's just
Yeah.
like, no, you can't beat him with science. You have to put in the work. Another bit of trivia about that movie: apparently, Dolph Lundgren broke 3 of Stallone's ribs during the fight.
It was huge in that compared to.
But they're obviously, friends because I think Stallone put him in the Expendables.
Yeah.
Though he did make him cry, the Expendables. So
in the rain, what a glorious feeling.
I don't think Dolph Lundgren did much between Rocky 4 and the Expendables. So it was. And that's sort of he was Universal Soldier, wasn't he?
So that might have been Jean-Claude Van Damme. Maybe it's both of them.
That was both of them.
Okay.
And I still don't think it was enough to.
He was He-Man, I think, at one point.
Right, he was.
I think he was also the Punisher at one point.
Come on with a rain,
Yeah, He-Man's got a reboot. Have you seen the trailer? He Masters of the Universe.
Oh, I haven't.
You.
Has it?
Idris Elba's in it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That I think you told me Jared Leto is going to be Skeletor.
yeah, Jared Leto, Skeletor. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sure. So,
Oh yeah! Wow.
yeah, it's an interesting trailer. I mean, the merchandise already, they must be.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
I'm singing and dancing in.
sorry, who did you say was playing He-Man in that video?
As usual, no one.
It's a Nicholas Galitzine.
Okay.
He's been in something, but nothing I've seen. But he's not a.
I think of who I've
Been in a few romances, by the sounds of it. Have you not seen him? He was in Cinderella, the Amazon original version.
I haven't seen them.
He looks at when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was the guy who played Chase in House, which is a very similar looking,
Okay.
blonde.
I mean, he's quite. He's not very rich, Chase.
No, and he's probably way older than
Yeah.
that. But he's got that sort of long blonde look.
He's got like that pretty boy cartoon look about him, like
Yeah, but they must be CG a bit because he doesn't look, even in the fight scenes I've seen. He's not the.
can't be brilliant. Can't be. So I saw you've got 2 Genes. You've got Gene Kelly and Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene, well, is that the?
Pure imagination.
Oh, right, yes.
I considered doing like a musical set, but I don't really. There's not really that many musicals I like.
Fair enough.
I watched these as a kid, quite enjoyed them. So.
See, I like these sort of classic.
I love a bit of a dark musical. I like
Oh,
it's odd and
yeah, that's a good one,
that's a
actually.
good one. I like it. I haven't seen the stage show. And I love Chicago and things like that. I love those musicals. I'm a bit of a musical person, so
Yeah.
quite like the Tina Turner one. That's good. Because it's not it's like true to her story. It's not sparkly. Whereas the Michael Jackson one, I went to see that and it was just
Sanitized.
Yeah.
my boyfriend and I just sat there and looked at each other like, what have we come to? This is not it. And he's a really big Michael Jackson fan, so I think it actually destroyed his soul a little bit.
Would you have wanted a grittier version of?
Yeah, probably. Just make it a little bit less caricature. Let's use that phrase.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I am a fan of the original Willy
Yeah,
Wonka and
yeah.
Chocolate Factory.
Crack Roald Dahl hated it.
Really? Why?
No, I don't know because it's so much better than
Than the modern,
The
sort of
one.
more modern ones.
Yeah, I didn't really like the remake.
I used to love the bit where he eats the cup, where he like
Yeah.
drinks from the thing and then just bites it. It was really like magical, right?
Yeah,
it's quite dark
And a bit
isn't
creepy,
It is
wasn't it?
definitely a bit creepy and
that's kind of the thing. In this movie, you could never really tell when he's messing with people or not. You know.
Yeah, he has that creepiness about him where you're not quite sure if he's joking.
Yeah.
the funny thing I heard was about the Oompa Loompas.
Hold your breath.
So they're all
Make a wish.
obviously they have
Count
quite a lot of
with me.
choreography in the
Come
film,
with me.
and they had a choreographer come in to show them all the things they wanted to do, and they basically said, "We can't do any. We can't do any of that. You know, our arms and legs don't work.
They're not going to work the
Yeah,
same.
like that.
to the movie.
So they made all their choreography up themselves.
I mean, I respect that a lot. Yeah,
Just, you know,
you can tell a career
I can't do it.
never work,
Yeah, yeah.
never done this, so they're like thinking of moves that are just not possible.
But in the remake, it's just one guy.
Creepy, that I don't like it.
Deep Roy. He's
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know that.
he's in a lot of films, but yeah, it's just him.
I remember him wailing on the guitar. That's the only thing I remember about the remake.
Yes, that definitely.
Him CGI'd into.
Yeah, I mean that was part of the problem with the remakes. Like it all seemed like CGI. Like nothing seemed.
Real.
Yeah,
I think that's meant to be the good thing about it, that it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the original, everything was made there. They're actually
Yeah.
really pulling small things out of the ground and
yeah.
actually drinking whatever it is they're drinking and licking wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like good set design and stuff. I heard also that apparently the songs were made before the movie, and they just kind of obviously it's based on a book, but
Yeah.
you know, before the screenplay, so they basically have to write the screenplay around the songs.
Ah.
Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
And I think Gene Wilder requested, you know, when he comes out and does like the weird roll, he's like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
stick, and he does the roll.
Yeah.
That was his request, just so he wanted to throw people off and make his character more,
Yeah.
make his character more mysterious.
It's brilliant. Gene Wilder's just genius.
Yeah, I don't think he likes the remake. I think he was
No.
quite disappointed by it. But yeah, you often get authors who aren't the biggest fans of the movies, even though they're good movies. Like Stephen King didn't like The Shining.
No,
So,
he hates it.
Really,
He
I think
hates a lot of his
when you're
films.
like a writer, you have it in your head, don't you, how it's meant to be.
yeah,
Maybe sometimes you feel like the control's been taken away from the world you've created, but kind of what happens when you sign away the rights to a movie.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what you signed up for, literally.
but it's also just a lot of things. You know, some things work better visually, and you got to kind of have faith in the director that they know,
They know
what
what they're doing. Yeah, agreed.
And you know, especially Stanley Kubrick. You know, he's a good person to trust. I think when it comes to adaptions,
Life I
books.
will come with your imagination.
I still haven't seen the sequel to 2001, the 2010. I know it's a different director.
Yeah.
Is it a good movie?
It's
A friend of mine likes it.
it's fine. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not a bad film. You wonder whether it's necessary.
I heard John Lithgow is in it. We were talking
Well,
about
yeah.
10 seconds, guys.
Okay. And that was Pure Imagination by Gene Wilder, featured in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I've got a bit of trivia about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There was originally meant to be a tie-in with Quaker Oats designing a chocolate bar, the Wonka bar, and but they got the formula wrong. It would melt at room temperature, so they had to actually recall all the chocolate bars. And by the time the movie came out, there were no real-life Wonka bars. But thankfully, the movie turned out all right, and well, turned out very well, and became a classic, and spawned a remake and a prequel. And yeah, up next is Stonehenge by Spinal Tap, featured in This Is Spinal Tap. I'm not sure how commonly known the Quaker Oats situation was.
I don't know that.
When I was a kid and they re-released Willy Wonka, like those chocolate bars
They
were,
did hot
were
Wonka
really
bars.
big. People loved them. I
Yeah.
think just the packaging was so
They learned their lesson.
nostalgic to see.
Yeah.
You really wanted to get one, and
Yeah, that's a big miss not having it for the film.
Yeah.
they could have. Yeah, they could have done a lot with that.
So this one of the few songs from Spinal Tap you can actually have.
Yeah. The song after this is The Metal by Tenacious D, and that's one of the only songs that doesn't get filled with swearing.
And I saw you've got The Lonely Island.
Yeah, that's also safe. I don't know.
So funny. Like it made me laugh when I saw it there.
Yeah, I watched the sequel to this, and I didn't really like it, but it did have this song in it that, minor spoilers for the movie, Elton John joins them on the stage, and part of the Stonehenge thing was called on Elton John.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best part. The rest of it's not that great. Yeah, it's always difficult to make a sequel well after the fact.
They still have 34,000 monthly listeners.
I mean, they play live quite a lot.
So
They,
funny.
It's felt changes. So yeah. Apparently, with like musical parody, funny type films, the only worse if the music's actually good. You know, similar to like Pop Stars. You know,
Yeah.
it's got to be.
Yeah, I like most of the songs in Pop Star.
They've got 867 listeners in London.
Okay. Yeah, I think the thing I didn't like about it is it kind of all the characters were kind of pathetic, which I get, that's the comedic value. They're all in on the joke, like whatever. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe a bit sad. It's just like, I wanted to see them, excel.
Yeah. You can just see the film in your head. The tiny Stonehenge comes down. They got the dimensions wrong.
Have you ever seen them perform?
No, I've seen them on sort of YouTube because I said they definitely did it. They played a few festivals.
Be interested in John Carpenter has like a band that he does like music for.
Yeah, it's quite a few. I know. Like the South Park guys. They
They televised one of their concerts, and it seemed like a good time.
again, their band name's not broadcast live, unfortunately. But
Yeah, one of the funny things is that there was a kid in the audience, and one of the, I don't know if it's Matt or Trey, was like, "Oh, you thought it was a good idea to bring a kid to
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So,
You've not seen.
And what would they say
I don't know,
to
kids seem
you
like they're having a good time.
if we were here tonight?
I mean, to be honest, I watched Southland as a kid, so you know, I turned out.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Seems like wow.
Yeah, sometimes they just do that.
So,
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious, right?
Steam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like over 3 million monthly listeners. That's insane.
Yeah, I've done great song drills karaoke a number of times.
Weirdly enough, it's one of the more complicated songs, but I can actually remember the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah.
I was sad to hear when they kind of broke up over that you know, Trump thing.
Yeah, I mean, they might. I think they might.
I think they're back together
They're
now.
back now, aren't they? Just yeah,
So it was not a good time for the Tenacious D show.
yeah,
I think like a lot of people we were, you know, they're on tour and they cancelled the tour.
yeah. Sort of big song was it? Almost.
Yeah. It'd be good if they got back together again. When so no more drama. A lot of weird cameos in this movie. Like Tim Robbins shows up as like a weird Russian guy and tries to stab them. Ben Stiller is like this like metal stormtrooper. And Meatloaf is his dad in the movie.
15 seconds.
Not bad. And that was The Metal by Tenacious D, featured in Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. And I've got a bit of trivia about Pick of Destiny. Um, Unfortunately, it was a box office bomb. It was had a budget of 20 million and only made 13 million. And because of this, Jack Black vowed to never write a screenplay again. And but since then, it's gone on to make its money back via home video and streaming, proving that metal isn't quite dead, but it might not be as popular as it used to be. Up next is Incredible Thoughts by Lonely Island, featured in pop star Never Stop, Never Stopping. And another depressing thing is I actually looked up the box office to Popstar, and it did worse than
Worse.
yeah. They only made 9 million.
It's so funny. It's so,
Yeah.
so well done.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe R-rated comedies just don't do that well in
Yeah,
cinema.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. Cinemas just. I mean, I think they sort of shot themselves in the foot, cinema industry in general. Because I do remember maybe probably like maybe even longer, 10 years ago, how expensive the cinemas were. There was like definitely a time where they went and they were like insane. I think it was £17, which is my local cinema. And now they've definitely dropped their pricing.
Yeah.
And they've made them a lot nicer cinemas. So you can go to like a Odeon Lux for like £10.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
That's realistic pricing. Like you can't fill a cinema, maybe look at the prices.
Yeah. Yeah, so you used to push things like Orange Wednesdays and
Yeah.
that seems to drop.
They don't do that stuff anymore, do they?
No.
No.
It's but even now if you look at streaming stuff, they'll get things to stream quicker. But you might be paid £17 for a film. You think I'm not paying that, and it's like, well, the two of us go and see it at the cinema. I buy popcorn. It's going to cost me like 30 quid.
We might as well stay here and
Yeah.
and sit at home.
And after listening to someone
I
talking or
rented the odd film here and there when they.
you feel bad though, don't you? See, I want people that.
You don't get to keep it, but then like you say, you don't want to miss the rush of it coming out. It's good to watch it, and yeah. But we do try to tend to hold off a bit. So like when something brand new will wait, and then it'll drop down very quickly in price. So you're like, oh no, it's only £6. Well, we'll rent that now tonight.
Yeah, I watched Evil Dead Rise in the cinema, and I think a week later it came out. But but quite enjoyed the movie, so it didn't bother me too.
I mean, the other thing that's really changed is the idea that like an Amazon film or a Netflix film would ever get nominated for anything was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And things going straight to Netflix films that are actually good.
Netflix, if it's got that Netflix sign on it, it's got high production value, and they've definitely thought about how well this is going to do before they make it.
Yeah. Ooh, I recognise this. I'm not sure what from.
Inception.
Ah, right.
So it makes you feel a bit serious.
This is the first Hans Zimmer song I'm putting.
I do like Inception. I think by about the third time, I really.
Then you're like, oh, get it now.
First time I was like, I need to watch it again. Now, I've still not managed to do that with Tenet. I think I enjoyed it, but thought,
it's really going on.
I need to watch it again.
That.
Absolutely missed a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Tenet. I think my issue with it is I didn't really like any of the characters.
Yeah.
It's like the gimmick was kind of interesting, like the reverse action scenes and things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did go to watch that at the cinema.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, was it the AI? It's a film with the AI child in it, robot child.
Oh no, that's
another one.
AI.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's Spielberg one.
The other one.
Well, I think I could be wrong, but I think Stanley Kubrick started making that, then Spielberg took over or something.
Yeah, you can literally see when Spielberg starts doing it. It's it's a great first half of AI.
I think you might actually have been the one to tell me that.
Yeah, it's really good. And then Kubrick dies. It goes a bit.
Oh no, I think I'm thinking of The Creator with the same actor. That's why it's the same actor. Yeah.
Denzel Washington's son, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's I went to pitch to The Creator. I enjoyed that. It's kind of.
It's a weird one, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think it was one word for stuff. So I felt bad for the child. I was like, weak.
Yeah.
You fell for it. Didn't you? You felt what they're worried about. The AI's got you. The intelligence has got you. It doesn't have feelings. It's not real.
The best thing in that film was the the running bombs.
Yeah.
Just like bombs that you just prime and they just run off on legs towards you. That was
That's
great.
at the end of the set.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was Dream is Collapsing by Hans Zimmer, featured in Inception. Do I need to redo this?
Just that bit. That's all right.
Which bit?
Just if you want to do your link for me.
My link.
At the end, the outro. Sorry.
Okay. And that was Dream is Collapsing by Hans Zimmer, featured in Inception. And that was my movie list for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll be back next week. Bye.
Fantastic. Well done.
I think that's your smoothest show yet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
don't
was
think you
very
missed any
good.
links or anything.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
One of the things I've done to try and help with my memory is have like a link between the songs.
That's a good way to do it. They say that that's how you remember things, right? To have a link with the next bit and the next bit.
Yeah, you didn't have to think about anything there. That worked.
I did think, I was like, how does he remember all these songs that are coming up? Because I wouldn't. I saved them this morning and I don't remember. I don't remember. I just closed the web page. I don't remember.
Yeah, you really have to kind of force yourself to remember things when you're blind, unfortunately. Because yeah, my memory typically isn't the best, but yeah, when you don't have a choice, it does. I think because you have to rely on it so much, it does actually help your memory.
Yeah.
Like improves.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's like working a muscle in a way.
I frequently am called fish brain because I don't remember much. So yeah.
I think that's going to get worse for people as well, just as people, rely more on like AI in their phones.
Yeah, I'm just one of those people though, like, and my dad's exactly the same. It's like it just doesn't save bang out of my head. Unless it's important, it just isn't in there. I don't know why.
Or massively trivial. Like you can remember
The most random thing. I'm like, why do I remember that?
things from childhood, exact detail.
I definitely have that problem where most of the things I remember are kind of completely pointless, but at least now I'm actually using some of this trivia.
Yeah, I know it's
To use finally for all these years. Can I have the keyboard?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There we go.